Hi folks, for this week's class I have allotted time for you to work on the Cultural Awareness Project, particularly the annotated bibliography. So I've posted some details. If you go to assignments here on Blackboard and you scroll down, here's more detailed description than the syllabus has about the three pieces of this assignment. So remember, the intent is to help you consider how do you get to know the different groups of students you'll be working with. So the first thing you need to do, which I hope you've already done, is identify three groups of students that are in the school that you'd like to get to know more about. So make sure they're somehow culturally, ethnically different than you, and that they feel like there's enough ubiquity where you're learning something about them will translate to your teaching in general. So if you're not sure about those particular groups, feel free to check with me. So what I want you to do first is look for peer-reviewed research articles, which means going to the Laverne database is probably the best way to do that, about information about these groups of kids in schools. So you may want to search something about the name of the group and performance in high school or something related to that level. If you have questions about the search, you can contact me, or at Laverne, our librarians, we have a dedicated education librarian who will help you with search terms. Anyway, so you'll find 3 articles for each group, which means a total of 9 articles. That's why I'm giving you the night to work on this, because that's a bit. I know it takes something to search out the articles and then read them. So you're creating an annotated bibliography, and each annotation will include an APA formatted reference for the article, an annotation which summarizes the article and provides a critique, and then also a reflection which explains the value of the article in reference to this assignment. So is it giving you what you need? And probably if not at all, you should find another article. But look for 3 articles that are close. So this is due next week. So you're going to upload just that one piece of it here. And that's going to be worth 90 points, so 10 points not per annotation. So then parts 2 and 3 of this project is to create 5 questions for each group that you can ask a student who is a representative of that group. And remember, when we're talking about representation, you're not asking this child to speak for the entire group of people, but his or her experience, and I'm just going to use her in the language here, so I don't have to say his, her all the time. But what does she have to say about her experience as a member of this group? And just get some general idea. The idea is to start getting to talking closely with kids about some of their experiences being who they are. So in this first step, you're going to document your 5 questions, why you chose those questions based on the articles, based on your experience in the school, and you're going to interview at least 3 kids, 1 from each group, and take notes and upload that piece, together with the final piece where you're going to write a 3 to 5 page paper using APA format, which means it should have the full shebang, a title page, an abstract, the body of the paper. And the body should be 3 to 5 pages. All this other stuff added on is fine, but the body, the text, should be 3 to 5 pages. And of course a reference page. So the references will probably be the same as this annotated part, but if you have extra articles, feel free to include them. So thinking here, what conclusions did you draw? Looking at the information from the articles and the actual talk with the kids, did you find some overlap? Were things very different? What did you find overall? Can you generalize this information? Does it apply to what you know or other kids, or do you think it's particular to this child's experience? And then connecting the findings to your research, which would mean probably including citations from the articles, include a reference page. So when you upload this, combine those 2 parts into one document, put this step 3 part first, so I want the full paper first, the formal paper with the APA format and all that, in the reference page. After the reference page, you will paste this second part with your questions and your notes, so it's like starting on page 4 or page 5, whatever, after the reference page, so they upload those as one document. I'll grade them as 2 separate sections, 60 points for the first part and 50 points for the second. So the whole thing is 200 points. So I think that should give you some basic overview of the assignment. If you go to this link, the online night link, I gave you some links for information about writing an annotated bibliography, which will take you to this page, which has a video about it, and also has the video transcribed so you can read all the text here or watch the video. And then this link takes you to the OWL, that's the Purdue University Online Writing Lab, which gives you a little more information about an annotated bibliography. And then finally I gave you a link to their APA formatting page, and you can see they've got all kinds of other stuff about APA format, but this should give you information about writing a journal article citation in APA format. So that should give you the tools you need to put together your annotated bibliography. If you need extra help, of course, you can contact me.